Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me for our first look at the winter ahead. The calendar says it's autumn, but the air is getting crisp and the leaves are putting on their final show. Soon, we will be trading our pumpkin spice for peppermint mochas. And with that change comes the big question I get every year. How much snow are we going to get? It's on every parent's mind, every skier's hope, and every commuter's worry. This year, the patterns suggest a winter full of surprises, with some areas getting much more snow than usual. We're going to travel across the country together and explore the forecast region by region. Our outlook is built on science, ocean temperatures, analog years, and powerful computer models. A developing La Niña is the big story, often driving colder air south from Canada and an active northern storm track. Think of it like a bowling alley for storms rolling through the same corridors. So get cozy and let's dive into the details. Who keeps the shovels by the door and who sees a quieter season? We'll give you the inside scoop on the snowiest spots from Seattle to Boston and beyond. Let's get started on our journey across the snow map. Let's begin in the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. La Niña often hits here hardest, combining cold air and abundant moisture. First significant mountain snows, late November, building a great base for ski resorts. In the cities, real winter action likely ramps up late December through February, with more snow than recent years. Expect frequent moderate snowfalls rather than just one or two big hits. A few inches one week, a few the next, keeping the ground white for long stretches. In the Cascades, heavy deep snowpacks, great for skiing and next spring's water supply. Places like Mount Baker and Mount Hood could be measuring snow in feet for much of the season. Valleys are trickier. Just a few degrees can flip rain to snow. Confidence is high for several city floor snow events. Plan for travel disruptions 2 or 3 times. January is the month to watch. Coldest air makes snow stick and linger. Keep boots, ice scrapers, and chains handy. Mountain passes will demand respect. Theme: cold and active. Mountains get buried. Lower elevations get a true taste of winter. Now, let's travel south, to California and the desert Southwest. In La Niña, the storm track favors the north, steering frequent storms away from this region. Coastal cities see less rain, mountains get less snow, raising water resource concerns. The Sierra is still a frozen reservoir, but storms will be fewer and weaker overall. Expect more moderate snows than blockbuster atmospheric rivers. A slower December start, best conditions likely in January and February, with below normal season totals. Southwest stays sunnier and milder, with scattered high-elevation snow opportunities. A quick coating can be followed by long dry stretches. White Christmas odds are lower than usual. Be mindful of drought. Conserve water where you can. Skiers, be patient and storm chase the right windows. There will still be good days. For most of the Southwest, this winter is more about sunshine than snow. Let's move inland to the Rocky Mountains, where winter dreams are made. La Niña often blesses the northern and central Rockies with cold and frequent storms. We're forecasting consistent cold and above-average snowfall across the region. Snow likely starts early and keeps coming. First big powder days in late November into early December. Early season favors Wyoming and Montana. Then the track settles over Colorado and Utah midwinter. Expect frequent refreshes at Vail, Aspen, Park City, and Alta. Multiple storms with foot-plus powder. Beyond resorts, the Front Range cities look active with upslope-favored heavy wet snow events. Watch for significant Denver storms in March and even April, their snowiest period. Cold air plus moisture primes both natural and resort snowmaking for an exceptional season. Wax the skis, mount the snow tires. This winter will be remembered for deep powder and stunning landscapes. From early Montana storms to late Colorado blizzards, winter will be a dominant force. Now to the heartland, the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. Waves of Arctic air and quick-hitting clippers reinforce the cold again and again. We expect colder than average temperatures for most of winter, priming the snow. Warm lakes plus bitter air ignite intense lake effect bands, especially late November through January. Downwind zones, UP, areas near Erie and Buffalo, sit in the bullseye for tremendous totals. Just a few events can deliver snow measured in feet. Farther from the lakes, expect frequent smaller snows, 2 to 4 inches at a time. Persistent cold means what falls sticks. Snow cover likely December through March. A classic Midwest winter, great for sledding and skating, but long and cold. Check the furnace, zip up the coats, and stock the hot chocolate. You'll need it. Traditional snow belts. prepare for a very active season. Everyone else, expect a steady, consistent winter. The Northeast is tricky, and this winter looks like a wild ride. Cold air presses from Canada, while Atlantic warmth fights back. The battleground breeds nor'easters. For I-95 cities, storm tracks matter. 50 miles can flip snow to ice or cold rain. This year favors more snow than rain, especially in January and February, with above-average totals. 1 or 2 large, impactful nor'easters are on the table. Interior zones, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and New York's mountains, are lined up for frequent all-snow events. Snow builds from December through March, creating a deep season-end snowpack. Coastal cities, be ready for anything. Interior, a very snowy winter is a near lock. This winter won't be quiet. It promises to be memorable and very, very white. Get the rock salt and snowblowers ready now. It's a classic winter battle, one that will produce big storms. What about the South and Southeast? Winter will still make itself known. A rare sight is possible: light snow dusting palm-lined squares. La Niña sends colder than average air deeper into the south. More frequent, sharper cold snaps. Tennessee, the Carolinas, northern Georgia, and Alabama all feel the chill. When Gulf moisture meets the cold, opportunities for wintry weather increase. Southern Appalachians have above-average odds for significant snow. Asheville could be quite white. Atlanta and Charlotte, elevated chances for snow and ice, with 1 or 2 accumulating events likely. The main threat for much of the Deep South is ice. Freezing rain can glaze roads, trees, and power lines. Risk for a significant icing event is higher than normal along a corridor from northern Texas through Arkansas into Tennessee. Florida and the Gulf Coast stay mostly mild and dry, but sharp fronts can bring central Florida freezes. Overall message: a colder southern winter with a higher than average chance for disruptive snow and ice. Stay alert to local forecasts. A long-range forecast is a guide, an early sketch, not a finished painting. Small global shifts, like La Niña's strength, can nudge storm tracks and change local outcomes. This outlook is about chances and probabilities. The ingredients are there for certain outcomes. Daily weather mixes those ingredients. That's why specifics change closer to each event. For day-to-day details and warnings, rely on your local meteorologists and the National Weather Service. Prepare your home, service heating, seal drafts, trim risky branches, build a home kit, flashlights, batteries, phone chargers, blankets, non-perishable food, and water. Pack a car kit, snow brush, scraper, small shovel, traction sand or litter, and a warm blanket. Prepared doesn't mean scared, it means confident and ready. Recap: a classic La Niña. Cold and snowy for the northern half, drier in the southwest, colder with ice risks in the south. Snow lovers in the PNW, Rockies, Midwest, and Northeast should get a real winter. In the southwest, conserve water. In the south, prepare for disruptive ice. Use this outlook to plan ahead, get your gear ready, and enjoy the season. Stay warm, stay safe. We'll talk again soon.